starts now.
Let it rain, preferably on my side of the garden, not Jeff's. Since we missed Wednesday yesterday, we'll sneak in a Thursday edition of watching some wacky videos. Plus, our tour of the Rhinelander Museum continues. Today, we'll talk about Frederick Rhinelander and Eugene Shepard. We'll get to all that in a bit, but first, here's your top 4 at 4. The driver of a stolen car died in a crash near Merrill last night. 2 Lincoln County law enforcement officers were chasing the car down a rural road at around 5:30 p.m. The stolen car then veered off the roadway and crashed. The driver was the only person in the car and did not survive. The Wisconsin Department of Justice is investigating the crash. A Canadian mining company plans to sell the rights of precious metal deposits in central Wisconsin. Toronto-based Akela Resources says it will sell rights to copper and gold deposits in Taylor and Marathon counties to a startup company. The sale will be just under $6 million. Akela says it will then focus on building a mine near the Menominee River in the UP. Removing precious metals from the ground involves a process called sulfide mining, and to date, no sulfide mine has been able to operate without causing some form of pollution in the surrounding environment. Celebrate and learn about birds this weekend through the North Lakeland Discovery Center. The NLDC is hosting its 17th annual Northwoods Birds and Wildlife Festival. There are a range of events, including bird banding demonstrations, a pontoon tour, and many nature hikes. It starts tomorrow and ends on Saturday. For information on events and signing up, call the Discovery Center at 715-543-2085. 4th graders are now teaching in Star Lake by making aquatic invasive species placemats. Arbor Vitae Woodruff School students initially made posters for a statewide contest in which 4th grader Maine Deerham won the contest with a poster on rusty crayfish. So some of these posters, they were made into placemats for the Still Waters restaurant in Star Lake. Chief Meteorologist Jeff Weller joins us now. Jeff, a little rainy in Rhinelander right now for us.
Yeah, a band of showers coming across the area as we speak. We're about done with these, though, and then we're going to crank up the heat for the weekend. 90s are still in the forecast, but for now, some rain-cooled air across the area as we speak. But the back edge of the clouds is actually right about here, moving our direction, so we could see some sunshine before it sets around 8:40 this evening. All part of a much bigger system across the Great Lakes right now. This is a front coming through the area. It'll come back north as a warm front tomorrow, and then we're going to crank up the heat, and we're going to have highs. Ooh, a really hot weekend on the way for us. Yeah, we could have dangerous heat across the area with highs near 90, incredibly high humidity will give us feel-like temperatures in the mid-90s Saturday, Sunday, probably into Monday as well. That can do a number on your body. Remember, don't leave kids or pets in your cars, and drink plenty of water if you can. Outside now, here we are in Plover, where they have not seen the rain quite yet, but the grass is already green, the pavement is dry, the clouds are increasing there as they have rainfall not too far away. And here we are. Oh, look at, there I am with the green screen across the area. But anyways, we have temperatures hanging out in the 70s, some rain-cooled air out there now, followed by much better, warmer weather on the way for us tomorrow. And you can see the weekend is going to be a hot one on the way. This is that rain-cooled air across the area. But look, just across parts of central Wisconsin currently, it's 84 in Wapaka. That's not too far away. This is all rain-cooled air, so this is what's going to happen to us tomorrow as we have much warmer air on the way. Our average high is 72, the record high in 93. We could make a run for records like this weekend with high temperatures back up near 90, and we're going to stick around there for a while. Saturday, we're going to go for 90, 88 for Sunday, 87 for Monday, and then look, we hang out near 80 the next 5 to 7 days around here. The average high again is 72. So if you have plans this weekend, take it easy out there. It's going to be a bit of a breather, of course, with highs near 90, high humidity. Drink plenty of water if you can. Your full forecast at 5 o'clock.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Kitchen Bath Mart.
ArtStart, WJFW, and Walmart collaborate to feature creative kids in the Northwoods. Submit your art projects, science experiments, and more at artstartrhinelander.org.
The natural beauty of the Northwoods beckons us to play outdoors, but there is a visitor we must carefully avoid: ticks and the illnesses they carry.
I thought it was a tick bite, but my test was negative. Then I had months of joint aches, brain fog, and bad headaches.
Our medical staff is thorough, experienced, and focused on the patient.
One approach doesn't work for all. Treating a tick-borne illness requires experience in treating multiple symptoms and developing unique care plans. Call us today.
Don't miss the Law & Order Thursday season finales.
All of these women are mothers being trafficked.
Who's forcing you to do this?
Well, this is just the tip of the iceberg.
What the hell is going on here?
Richard Wheatley has been charged with a number of very serious crimes.
It won't stop him.
I know what justice is.
The Law & Order Thursday season finales tonight on NBC.
Here at Jameson's Whiskey, darling, we are more than a coffee bar. We are artists, creators, thinkers, and doers who share a common goal, building a strong community of makers with trust and lifetime values. Be sure to stop, shop, and sip with us in downtown Crandon.
The historic Rhinelander Cafe and Pub in downtown Rhinelander has been serving the Northwoods since 1911. With 32 craft beers on tap and supper club staples, Friday fish fry and Saturday prime rib, the Rhinelander Cafe and Pub also features more modern dishes like truffle fries and flatbread pizza. The large dining room provides plenty of space for an intimate surf and turf dinner or a family gathering over pasta. Stop in and enjoy a landmark in downtown Rhinelander, the Rhinelander Cafe and Pub on Brown Street.
You're watching NBC 12 from where you live.
Jeff, remember our old friend Pickleball?
Yes, it's been a minute for me.
I was out there last night with some Newswatch 12 friends, and it was packed, Jeff. Every single court was taken. It was pretty impressive.
I drove by. I honked at you guys. It was busy. And here are pictures?
Yes, here are pictures about dusk last night. And like I said, everyone is getting out, enjoying the outdoors, all ages, all skill levels, so it's a lot of fun.
Pickleball pictures. I do say I drive past these courts often, and they are full. I think there's leagues in the morning, like 7 a.m. There could be a league, I believe. And they're just literally 50, 60, 70 people out there.
And here's the thing, you know, those 50, 60, 70-year-olds who are playing, they can all kick, you know, my butt on the pickleball court.
I don't know if they can kick your butt. They can kick my butt for sure. You're pretty good. And I know you're very modest and don't like to say it, but
honestly,
you're very
I'm not
good at pickleball.
Honestly,
no, honestly, you are.
Okay,
are we going to fight about this? Because I'll win.
Actually, something I think we should fight about, Jeff, is we're going to bring back an old segment, one of our favorites, and that is some pet peeves. I can let you go first, or I can go first.
You go first.
Okay, so my big pet peeve is when you have a bed and you just stack it with pillows, and half of these pillows, if not more than half, you're never going to use.
So there's no room for the bed.
Right, you need one pillow, maybe two, on a bed. That's it.
This happens in fancy hotels a lot, especially bed and breakfast, where I just throw the pillows on the floor.
Yeah, okay, let me take all these pillows and just, what's the point?
They go to the side, right? But I mean, they're there in case you need them, so you can say, oh, this is fancy. It's a fancy touch.
I suppose, but man, I don't even like making my bed. You know, what's the point of making your bed?
Well, see, the thing for me about making the bed, it's structure. Like, it just kind of, it starts the day off on the right foot.
Okay.
I know the bed is made. I know I can crawl back in it tonight, and it's ready for me, right?
Imagine you go home, you take off your shoes, and then you retie your shoes. That's what I think about when I make
this analogy is not working for me.
It's not working?
No, because doesn't it, like, it gives your brain like the ability to move on to the next thing. Is that a problem?
So it's not a practical thing. It's more of a mental thing.
I think so. Okay. And if you have company, you know, if anybody sees it, they're going to see a made bed.
How many people do you have coming in?
I mean, not a lot, but you could have somebody come over.
I suppose.
All right. So my pet peeve, my recent pet peeve, is when people have something to say, right? Or they have something they know is going to push a few buttons, and they put it on Facebook, right? Which is like the king of whenever you want to get a reaction on somebody, you put it on Facebook, right? And then they get mad at the replies that come back, right? You put it on Facebook. You are specifically looking for a reply, right?
Yeah.
And you're looking to kind of stoke the fire a bit because that's why you have Facebook. You're looking for people to react to your posts, right? So to get mad or to fight back or to threaten or whatever it is, it's just like, no, you put it out there, you deserve what comes back. You don't have to agree with it, but to get in fights over it, it's just childish to me.
So the idea is someone writes an incendiary Facebook post, social media post, and then they get incendiary comments. That's their own fault.
It's their own fault because they could have said nothing at all.
They could, right.
They put it on Facebook, a platform designed to get reactions out of people. Right? What did you expect? What did you expect?
Yeah.
That's my pet peeve.
Yeah, and I think just negativity in general on those sites. You know, what's the point?
There are times, are you like me, where I have to walk away every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And what I find is there's people who preach about being, I don't want to say, they preach about being non-negative on Facebook, and then they're negative.
Right.
And then they're surprised when people are negative back to them. I don't know. I don't understand people.
I think breaks are good for everyone.
You gotta walk away every once in a while. I mean, we are both public people. We get the good and the bad. We hear it, we see it, we got it, right? But to put something out there designed to get a response and then not like the response and fight back, that seems so strange to me.
Well, I can tell you're passionate about that, Jeff. Let's go to a Thursday edition of Wednesday What. We have two things here. Let's play that stinger. Okay, it is now Thursday What. Jeff, you probably have heard this story. Barron County law enforcement were pursuing a car for 13 miles, but the driver hit a natural roadblock. Take a look at the Barron County Bovine Unit. The individual was apprehended. No cows or humans were harmed.
That one cow on the left that looks underfed to me. That cow needs to eat.
I love your takes on these, Jeff. You know, I gave you this great, rich story, and your take is, oh, that one cow,
you said nobody was hurt. You said no, the finer details are okay, but that cow looks a little skinny. That cow needs to eat.
Details.
And there's grass right there. That cow should be eating, not looking at us.
Maybe he was distracted by the car. He lost his chance to eat. Well, let's head out to L.A. now. A security camera captured the face-off of a bear and a teenager, and just watch the insanity. So you see the bear there. He's got a couple cubs, mama bear. This is right outside of L.A., and here come the dogs.
Here come the 3 dogs.
You never want dogs versus bears. So if there was sound here, you'd hear a lot of barking. And here's the teenager.
Oh, my gosh.
Look how she just shoves the bear, Jeff. I mean, that is brave of her. She must really care for her dogs, I think.
She's been all over TV, too, and she's like, I just didn't think about it. I'm like, you need to think about it.
You don't think you would have reacted that same way?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think I would have stayed indoors. Well, Jeff, let's take a break right now. Right after the break, we're going to continue our tour of the Rhinelander Historical Museum.
Head to AutoGear for the best in automotive accessory installation. AutoGear installs the world's leading brands for all makes and models. Tinting, wheels and tires, custom seat covers, and so much more. Talk to an accessory specialist to see what AutoGear can do for you.
Mondays on Newswatch 12 today features Mugshot Monday. But what exactly is Mugshot Monday?
It starts with the opportunity to win a 12-ounce bag of coffee, with the coffee being sourced from in between the tropics across the world, then brought in here to Eagle River Roasters and roasted to perfection.
It's a great day. Thank you. And with that, you win an Eagle River Roasters coffee mug, perfect for that first cup of coffee with your favorite morning crew.
And join us Monday mornings for this week's winner.
Register online at WJFW.com.
Greetings from Urban's Greenhouse. Whether you're a first-time gardener or an experienced veteran, Urban's has something to offer for everyone. Come and explore and be captured by the color and magic. New treasures wait to be discovered. Annuals, hardy perennials, vegetables, fruit and ornamental trees, miniature conifers, shrubs, vines, and thousands of succulents. Attend our garden party June 19th, 8 to 6:30 p.m. with workshops, vendors, food, and fun. Make us your first stop and see why. Urban's Greenhouse, Highway 34, Rudolph.
Check out our 13,000 square foot newly renovated space in Eagle River. We focus only on welding so you can spend more time making sparks fly in our 36 welding booths. Finish the welding program in just 4 to 6 months. Our school is set up like a workplace, so you'll be ready to get working right away. 99% of students find employment before or right after graduation. At AWI, we go beyond basic code standards and aim for perfection. As we work hard, we definitely have fun along the way.
Get your gear at AutoGear, specializing in automotive accessories. AutoGear carries the world's leading brands for all makes and models. Lift kits, spray bed liners, trailer hitches, and so much more. Visit the showroom in Rhinelander to see what AutoGear can do for you.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Furniture and Appliance Mart.
We're back on Up North at 4, still inside the Rhinelander Historical Society Museum with Bill Vankos. Bill, we're in the same room as the friendship quilt, but what is this right here?
This is a lovely piece of furniture. You can tell that somebody of prominence must have had it. It's cherry and mahogany. It's a beautiful bed. Just happens to be the bed from Mr. Rhinelander, the namesake of our city. So again, for people who may not be familiar with him, he was the president of a railroad called the Milwaukee Lakeshore and Western Railroad. They were putting a line in from Milwaukee to Ontonagon, Michigan. The Brown brothers heard about that and realized that was about 15 miles away from this area at that time referred to as Pelican Rapids, and thought this is going to fit into our business scheme perfectly. If we can have a railroad, we can put sawmills up here and ship the lumber out. So they negotiated with the railroad. They were successful. They built a good business case. They gave the railroad half of their property, 1,500 acres, half of that they owned, and they agreed to name the then village, or to-be village of, with the name of Rhinelander. So he had a rail car, so he would travel around the country inspecting his lines, doing all of those things. So this was a bed inside his rail car. Now in 1893, they sold out to the Chicago and Northwestern Railroad. So he went back to New York. He had a number of other business adventures going on. So he realized he wasn't going to be traveling anymore. So he gifted this bed to a lady who had done some cooking and things for him when he would visit. He had been up here a couple different times. So he gifted this bed to her. And we've got the provenance. It was donated to us by the Scheidegger family. So he gives it to that lady. Some years later, she, in partial payment for some carpentry work, gave this bed to one of the Scheidegger family members. So that's how it got into their family. I'm told the children actually slept in it back in the 70s for a while, so it got some use. And then they were gracious enough to allow it to come here so that we can share it with everybody. So again, one-of-a-kind item, just like many of the things that we have here at the museum. There is only one of them, and we're fortunate enough to have it here.
When I think of Frederick Rhinelander, you know, he was not really involved in the Rhinelander community. Do you have any other Rhinelander artifacts from Frederick Rhinelander?
No, there really wasn't much other than his couple of visits that he was here. There is a lasting legacy besides the name of his city, though. When this village was created, it was a small parcel, and they came to naming the streets. And the Brown family was not sentimental. This was a business adventure for them. So in the initial plat in 1882 of the original village, there's 3 streets that were tied to the Browns. Brown Street, Anderson Street, and then Young Street, because Mr. Young actually did the plat. The rest of the streets were all tied to Rhinelander. So if we start, and it was a small area, the north part of the original plat was Frederick Street, Mr. Rhinelander's first name. If we come down to Rives, one of his daughters married a Rives. We come to Pelham Street that we're on right now. That was the town that in New York where the Rhinelanders lived. King Street, if we go to our south a little bit, another one of his daughters married a king. But my 2 favorite ones are Stevens and Davenport. Stevens Street is Mr. Rhinelander's mother's maiden name. But the one that really gets me, that the prominent streets were really Brown, Stevens, and Davenport. Now Davenport was the key one. Davenport Street was actually Mr. Rhinelander's mother-in-law's maiden name. So to me it's quite a stretch. And to use that as, like I said, one of the predominant streets in town, I just find that humorous, I guess. So he left his legacy with his naming, I guess, if you will.
That is so interesting. You probably have more to tell, Bill. We can't fit it into the segment. We'll be right back on Up North at 4.
Attention homeowners, we're looking for 50 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, Mad City, your window and bath partner of the Green Bay Packers. Update your bathroom with a new tub-to-shower conversion or easy access walk-in tub. We install in as little as 1 day. Be one of 50 homeowners who receive special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower system. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. We'll take before and after pictures, put a good neighbor sign in your yard, and compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. And ask about Mad City's Do More discount for extra savings on new EcoSky windows and kitchen cabinet refacing. We have an A+ rating with the BBB, so you know we'll always treat you right.
When it comes to the bathroom, the Mad City bathroom, I have to give it a 10.
The shower is great.
And after the finished product, you're like, wow, this is amazing.
Mad City has over 50,000 satisfied customers. In as little as 1 day, we can transform your bathroom with a new walk-in shower, barrier-free shower, or walk-in tub with hydrotherapy. American-made with premium wall patterns like Canyon Slate, Silver White Marble, and more. We have special savings for 50 homeowners who call now. Get free installation on a new bath or shower system. 18 months, no payments, no interest financing. Let us put a good neighbor sign in your yard, and we'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program for a $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Wausau and North Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 715-941-4238. That's 715-941-4238.
We're back on Up North at 4, still inside the Rhinelander Historical Society Museum. And kind of remarkable, we haven't really mentioned Eugene Shepard yet, the character, the biggest character in Rhinelander's history. But we're going to focus on him today, Bill. Is that right?
Okay, we certainly can, and this is our little section for him. So he's most noted for his promotion of the Hodag. In 1893, he announced in the paper that he attempted to capture it, but it got killed in the process. And then 3 years later, he announced that he did capture it. Coincided with the first Oneida County Fair, and then it was all Hodag from then on. So this was the reenactment of the capture of the Hodag. This is Mr. Shepard on the right-hand side with the pole, and this is one of his sons, Leighton, that's the supposed victim of the Hodag. So it starts with that. Mr. Shepard, actually, when he captured the Hodag, he lived 4 houses from the museum just down the street here on Pelham Street. So people would come there to view it. So some of the items that we have, he had this boat, and again, we talked earlier about he made a lot of money, spent a lot of money. He had some pretty highs and lows. He obviously had some money around 1903 because he commissioned the Rhinelander Boat Company to build him a boat. 61 feet long, 11 feet wide. I mean, just a huge boat. He paid the boat company $11,000 to build this boat. Now, this is in 1903. You can imagine what that value would be today. He spent another $9,000 equipping it with things such as monogram silverware, a fancy bell, just all the furniture, everything like that. So you take $20,000 in the early 90s is probably north of $500,000 today. So we have those items. We have original one of his plat books. He again was this timber cruiser and surveyor, so he made a plat book, and again, his reputation was just unchallenged. He just was on the top of his game when it came to surveying. So he created a plat book, sold for $5 each. He had a company down in Milwaukee that was printing it. They had a fire and it destroyed the books. So shortly after that, copies of these books were selling for as much as $100. Again, we're talking early 1900s pricing, so we're talking significant amount of money. Obviously, we wouldn't want people handling that, but what we've done is made a copy of it, and so people can come and they can look at their area where they're on the lake where they live or whatever and see what's in there without disturbing that. We also have a letter that he wrote. He had very distinctive printing. And he was involved with the Immigration Society here. He was the county clerk. He held a number of positions in here. So that's the original letter there. We have a copy of it over there, so again, people can read those. So we want to share this with people, but obviously we want to protect the originals. There was a book that, it's kind of a poem type book that he claimed to have written, but there's some evidence up there that he had some ghostwriters helping him with that. We have some of the abstracts from his home down in there. Again, those are not, we could make copies, I suppose, for people, but as of right now, we just have them behind the cabinet. So again, just trying to share stories of Mr. Shepard and sharing some of the items, again, one-of-a-kind kind of items that we have here.
Thanks so much, Bill. We'll be right back in Up North at 4.
Does your kitchen need a tune-up? We'll turn your kitchen into a space that you'll love. A variety of services to choose from, and most projects are completed in 1 to 5 days. You'll love your kitchen without spending a fortune. Call Kitchen Tune-Up today.
At Marthaler's in Minocqua, we don't sell you a car, we help you buy a car. It's our goal to provide you with an excellent purchase and ownership experience. Stop by Marthaler's on Highway 51 in Minocqua or shop, click, and drive at MinocquaCars.com.
Experience the Wisconsin River Pro Rodeo June 11th, 12th, and 13th in Merrill. This is an award-winning rodeo that only happens once a year, so buy your tickets online today. Come watch the best cowboys and cowgirls from across the country compete in one of the oldest American pastimes. There's entertainment that the whole family can enjoy. Great food, live music, and the rodeo clown, Dusty Myers. Buy your tickets online for the Wisconsin River Pro Rodeo today and experience the excitement of the bucking horses and bulls.
Update your home's exterior with help from Menards. Protect your home with Atlas Roofing. Pinnacle shingles are durable and come with Scotchgard Protector from 3M to maintain your roof's appearance. Right now, get 11% off on all Atlas shingles. Add an accent that looks like stone with Novik Stack Stone panels. They replicate the look of stone masonry with no mortar required. Save on your next update with 11% off all Novik Stack Stone panels.
Save big money at Menards.
Are you season ready? If not, why don't you call MD Small Engine? They have factory-trained technicians for almost any repair and sell great Husqvarna equipment.
Authorized Husqvarna dealer, MD Small Engine in Rhinelander.
Earn money in your free time. Del Monte in Plover is now hiring for the production season. Join a friendly, supportive team while helping local growers put food on American tables. Seasonal positions with a sizable wage increase for 2021 are available. Plus, bonus opportunities allow you to make even more. Del Monte appreciates their employees by holding appreciation events that include meals and prizes. Work in a safe environment for a company that cares and earn some extra money. Apply today.
Does your kitchen need a tune-up? We'll turn your kitchen into a space that you'll love. Kitchen Tune-Up, the fast and affordable way to freshen up your favorite room. A variety of services to choose from, and most projects completed in 1 to 5 days. Call Kitchen Tune-Up today.
Jeff and I will not be here tomorrow. We'll be at a charity golf tournament. But we'll see you at 5 and 6.
Let it rain.